We're here back at the Fantasy Bar Big Wednesday night in the NBA. We got 6 of my favorite plays, and we are going happy hour every single play here, 7K or below on both sites. Some of my favorite value plays, some guys in the mid-range with some big ceilings. We're going to get some correlation for you, and a beast of the night under 5K to make life easy. And who are we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Barn. Find out. Welcome in, guys. Wednesday edition Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack going happy hour here on Hump Day. 6 of my favorite plays for you, all 7K or below on both FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out the video. Now, before we get into the plays, you know the drill. Let's do some housekeeping. First things, hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate that. That's the tip jar here on this video. Helps us out tremendously on YouTube. Thank you for that. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't miss any of the content. NFL 6-packs are done for the season, but Pints and Picks will be back 17-4 on those bets in those videos over the last 11 or 12 weeks. So make sure you're subscribed. You don't miss out on that. And head over to scoresandodds.com/beer for all of your sports betting needs. That link in the description of the video. All right, let's get into it again. A little happy hour here. Use some of these guys, lineup fillers, however you need them. Want to get you plenty of value, leave room for your favorite studs on tonight's slate. All right, let's start at the point guard position with TJ McConnell of the Pacers. Now, you've probably already been playing McConnell, but I think you continue to go right back to the well here. The price is simply too cheap. 6K on DraftKings, an absolute steal right now. So if you play cash games, he's the first guy in your lineup. Tournament's going to be very, very highly owned, but I would still have some exposure. Plenty of lineups, you can leave him out, no doubt. But at these prices, want this guy in the lineup as the starting point guard here, playing a ton of minutes, 35 or more DraftKings points now in 5 of the last 7. In fact, over the last 2, this guy's averaging over 50 DraftKings points per game. So just stuffing the stat sheet here for TJ McConnell. We get a nice pace spot here. Both of these teams top half of the league in pace, and Orlando bottom 12 in the league this season against point guards. A lot of great signs here for TJ McConnell leading us off here for Wednesday night. All right, let's get you a value play at power forward center with Xavier Tillman of the Grizzlies. So we know Steven Adams on the shelf. That's going to mean a lot of opportunity for some of these bigs for Memphis. But Tillman stepped in, played 30 minutes, and if I can get 30 minutes at a $3,200 price point, I'm all about it here on this slate. Now, when this guy's got minutes, and there hasn't been many games, limited sample here, but when he's given 21 or minutes, this guy's gone 8, 9, almost 10x every single time. Got to see him playing that many minutes here tonight. Now, I know Golden State can go small. He may get squeezed, but can also have a size advantage here on the Golden State Warriors. Should lead to some easy rebounds and putbacks here for Xavier Tillman. 11th most fantasy points allowed by the Warriors to centers. Xavier Tillman, solid value option here for us on Wednesday night. All right, let's go to the other side of that game at power forward center, Draymond Green of the Warriors. We're getting vintage Draymond again. He'll kind of struggle a little bit, has some ups and downs. We're getting the guy that's really stuffing the stat sheet, 34 or more DraftKings points now in 5 of the last 6 games. In fact, over the last 9, we've seen 43 or more in 3 games. So giving us nice upside on these $6,000 price points. Last game against Memphis, this guy went for almost 46 DraftKings points, only scored 3 points in that game. So we know that's the name of the game with Draymond. Doesn't have to score, is going to do all the dirty work. But imagine he scores 7, 8 points. We're talking 50+ upside here against this Memphis team. Draymond Green, solid option here for you in the mid-range. All right, let's move on to point guard, power forward, center. Depends on your site here. We're all Ben Simmons of the Nets. Now, I know a lot of you out there have written Ben Simmons off. I get it. It's been a roller coaster. It's been frustrating, but there is upside here with him. And I think the ups and downs are going to help us out with ownership. The frustration a lot of people done with Ben Simmons. We know the level of upside this guy brings us, and that's triple-double, 45, 50-point upside here. Joel Embiid questionable for Philadelphia. I think that only helps us if he is out, opens up the middle a little bit for Ben Simmons. And the last time he went back to Philly, this guy put it on him. 11, 7, 3, and 3. Over 48 DraftKings points in that game. I think he's going to be fired up here again. We know there's a lot of bad blood between Philadelphia and Ben Simmons. Little narrative here as well. The point is a lot of upside. Ownership should be minimal. Sign me up for Ben Simmons. Next up at point guard, shooting guard D'Angelo Russell of Minnesota. So you're looking at floors, ceilings. This guy's giving us a little bit of both here. Solid cash game floor now, 32 or more DraftKings points, 11 of the last 16 games. So something you can really bank on. And that's 5 40+ games in that same sample. So really a guy you can play in any format here. New Orleans has struggled against the point guard position, bottom half of the league in fantasy points allowed here, and we got a lot of check boxes. We got a close spread. This game should be close. We got a total north of 230 points. It should be a back and forth with a lot of scoring. Both of these teams like to play at a fast pace, both in the top half of the league, and a good matchup for Russell last time out. Went for 40 DraftKings points against this New Orleans team. I think he threatens that again. D'Angelo Russell in a good spot here tonight against the New Orleans Pelicans. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Wednesday night. Before we do that, we're going to continue our Beast of the Night contest. Very easy to play. All you got to do, get in the comment section right below the video and get fantasy points on FanDuel tonight for my Beast of the Night. The closest guess going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. Chance to check it all out behind the scenes. And let's pretend you're 10 in the bar. Who is your top play here on this Wednesday night slate? Sound off in that YouTube comment section. All right, let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for Wednesday night, you know him as the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. I promised you a sub 5K player here in this spot, and that's exactly what we are going to deliver. We are rolling with Deni Avdija of Washington, tonight's Beast of the Night. Now, normally we give you a high-priced player. I want to leave things open. When you put all these guys in on DraftKings, you're left with $8,500 a spot. You don't necessarily have to use them all. It's not the point of the video, but if you do, you got a lot of room left. But Avdija, my absolute favorite buy low right now. We got a lot of injuries here for the Washington Wizards. We got trades going on. We know Porzingis is going to miss a few weeks. Rui Hachimura traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, so it's going to open up a ton of opportunities here in Washington, a team you should certainly be taking advantage of with some of these values. Now, yes, Kyle Kuzma going to be the lead dog here. His price getting up there. I don't hate the play here, but let's take advantage of the opportunity here with Avdija. We saw almost a 10x return in that last game, and that's what we've seen quite a few times this season. When this guy's got an opportunity, he can put a ton of stats on the board, very much like Draymond Green light, kind of hits all the categories here. And also, Bradley Beal on a back-to-back. We know they're limiting his minutes. Hasn't been announced yet, but would not shock me to see him sit here as well. And best off, we get a matchup with this awful Houston Rockets defense. Deni Avdija, my absolute favorite value play on the board. Price included, my favorite play on the board, making him easily tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, that'll do it here for Wednesday night. Hope you guys enjoyed the happy hour segment. Every single play under 7K on both FanDuel and DraftKings. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget fantasy points for Deni Avdija on FanDuel for your shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. And who is your Beast of the Night? You going value, you going expensive? Who's your top play? Sound off in that comment section. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck here on Wednesday night. We'll take tomorrow off. We'll be back with another NBA six-pack on Friday. Pints and picks coming later this week as well, with some of my favorite bets for the conference championship weekend in the NFL. Thank you again for watching, everybody. Good luck tonight, and we'll see you.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist